Good evening, everybody. Can somebody in chat tell me if the sounds are good? Background music and the voice. Welcome to everybody. If I'm too loud, just turn it down. Awesome. That's great. Okay, I'll be back in 5. Grab yourself a pen and paper, grab yourself a Christmassy drink, and we'll be starting around 7 o'clock. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Boarding the City's Christmas quiz. I hope you're all feeling jolly and festive. Going to do a couple of thank yous to everybody. Thanks to all of the donators over this year. It's been a very difficult year for everybody, and without these donations from you lovely lot coming in, Boarding the City would be in a much worse place than they are at the moment. I'd like to thank everybody that bought raffle tickets. The raffle will be happening at the end of the quiz, so if you have tickets in that, you may want to stay on till the end. I'd like to thank all of our patrons who have come to the cafe over the last year. Difficult times, I know, when we came back after lockdown, but it was great to see people start coming back. And I'd like to thank all the staff as well. They've done a great job, and really, it is too late, I'm afraid, for the raffle that closed yesterday, I'm afraid. Yeah, the staff done a great job coping with the new regimes. So grab yourself a pen and a piece of paper or an electronic device you want to write on, and a seasonal tipple, and let's have some fun. Also, we have a competition going on. It's to spot the gold snowflakes. So if you can see on the screen at the moment, there's a couple of gold snowflakes. Count all the gold snowflakes, top them up as we go along. At the end of the quiz, you can get an extra 5 points if you get them right. So how many gold snowflakes are there in the quiz? Okay, Santa is in the building. And is everybody ready? Let's go back to that screen. Including those two, yes, Joanne. Those two were the first two. Yes, Cheryl. We count those two. And the ones you can see on this screen as well. Any gold snowflakes that you see. So we'll give it another minute for the stragglers. It's going to be quite difficult to drink my seasonal tipple through this, but I might give it a go. It could go horribly wrong, but you know, it might be worth a go. This is a free quiz, but if you feel that you have enjoyed yourself so much and are feeling jolly and festive and want to donate, that is the link for our PayPal donation. If you do not have PayPal and would like to donate, please contact us on our Facebook pages and we can send you our bank information. Okay. You may have seen these on the Facebook pages, but these are the rounds today. We have round 1, Christmas knowledge. Round 2, a rocking around, which is a music round. Round 3, what's in Santa's sack. And then we'll take a break, but we will have a picture round during the break. So that should be cool. And then round 4, mistletoe and is a food round. Round 5, it's behind you, all about Christmas pantos. And round 6 is Christmas past, which, to be honest, is just another general knowledge round, but about things that happened a long time ago. So, hopefully not. I don't think there are any snowflakes behind my head. I did go through and I think I did that last time we had to do a spot the round, and I hid one of the things behind my head. But hopefully, fingers crossed, I haven't done that this time. And there might be snowflakes on this page. Oh, okay. So, if we're all ready, let's get into round one. Round one, Christmas knowledge. Number one, what is Santa's postcode in Canada? So, what is Santa's postcode in Canada? Question 2. In Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is the first ghost to visit Scrooge? In Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is the first ghost to visit Scrooge? Question 3. What is the Welsh for Christmas? As Santa, I think I know this one. What is the Welsh for Christmas? Question 4. Which of Santa's reindeer share its name with an electrical retailer? Which of Santa's reindeer share its name with an electrical retailer? And question 5. Which EastEnders character had a baby on Christmas Day 1998? Okay, I can come back to these if we need to. Question 6. In which country did the poinsettia originate? In which country did the poinsettia originate? I can go back. Sorry, Socks, if you need to see the first 5 again. But we'll go back at the end if you need a redo. Question 7. The plant Viscum album is better known as which Christmas decoration? The plant Viscum album is better known as which Christmas decoration? Question 8. Which rock singer starred in the film Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? Question 8. Which rock singer starred in the film Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? Question 9. Which seasonal job was first filled by James Edgar in 1890? I've got a funny feeling that might be in the Christmas past one. So if you can get it right this time, you'll get it right the second time. And question 10. With which seasonal product did J.C. Hall make his millions? You might think, oh, that was a nice short round. But no, we have more questions. Question 11. Who composed the Christmas Oratorio? Who composed the Christmas Oratorio? Question 12. In which film did Julie Garland sing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas"? Question 12. In which film did Judy Garland sing "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas"? Question 13. What is myrrh? Nice and simple. What is myrrh? And no, the answer is not one of the things the wise men gave to Jesus. Question 14. What name is given to the 4-week period leading up to Christmas? Question 14. What name is given to the 4-week period leading up to Christmas? Question 15. Who discovered Christmas Island? Kiritimata. There are actually 2 Christmas islands. This is specifically Kiritimata, not the other one that I don't know the name of. And as Santa, I really should know the name. Okay, more questions. Question 16. Over which country did good King Wenceslas rule? Question 16. Over which country did good King Wenceslas rule? He looked out on the Feast of Stephen, but what country was he looking out over? 17. What did Frosty the Snowman have for a nose? Question 17. What did Frosty the Snowman have for a nose? Sing the song and you should be able to get that. Question 18. What was the name of Tiny Tim's father in A Christmas Carol? Question 18. What was the name of Tiny Tim's father in A Christmas Carol? Question 19. What present did Harry Potter receive from his godfather for Christmas at Hogwarts? Question 19. What present did Harry Potter receive from his godfather for Christmas at Hogwarts? And the last question in the Christmas knowledge, question 20. Which is the only book of the New Testament that mentions the 3 kings? We can go back on the questions. We have a lot of questions to go through. So I'll go back through any ones that you may have missed. Okay, so number 1, what is Santa's postcode in Canada? Number 2, in Dickens' A Christmas Carol, which is the first ghost to visit Scrooge? Aaron, they're not difficult if you know the answers. and if you don't know the answers, it doesn't matter how quick I go. 3. What is the Welsh for Christmas? Question 4. Which of Santa's reindeer shares its name with an electrical retailer? Question 5. Which EastEnders character had a baby on Christmas Day 1998? Anybody need more time on the first 5? Put your hands up in chat. Let's see those hands raised. Yep, PC World of the Reindeer. Dixon's the Reindeer. Dixon still around? I think I put them out of business. Okay. 6. In which country did the poinsettia originate? Question 7. The plant Viscus album is better known as which Christmas decoration? Tandy. Nice. Number 8. Which rock singer starred in the film Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? Number 9. Which seasonal job was first filled by James Edgar in 1890? And question 10. With which seasonal product did J.C. Hall make his millions? 11. Who composed the Christmas Oratorio? Question 12. In which film did Julie Garland sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? Question 13. What is myrrh? Question 14. What name is given to the 4-week period leading up to Christmas? Question 15. Who discovered Christmas Island? Kiritimata. Question 16. Over which country did good King Wenceslas rule? Question 17. What did Frosty the Snowman have for a nose? 18. What was the name of Tiny Tim's father in A Christmas Carol? 19. What present did Harry Potter receive from his godfather at Christmas? And 20. Which is the only book of the New Testament that mentions the 3 kings? Anybody need to go over any of the questions? You have a 30-second window to tell me what number you need to go back to. Okay, so we will get on with the answers. What is Santa's postcode in Canada? It is H-O, 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 ho, ho, ho. Too late, Richard. I'm afraid we've moved on. Jacob Marley was the first ghost. Question 3. Nadolig is Welsh for Christmas. Santa's reindeer was called Comet, not Dixon's. And Bianca had a baby on Christmas Day 1998. So the answers are number 1, ho ho ho. Number 2, Jacob Marley. Number 3, Nadolig. Number 4, Comet. Number 5, Bianca. Bianca! Okay. Question 6. In which country did the poinsettia originate? It originates in Mexico. The plant Viscus Viscum album is Mistletoe. Which rock singer starred in Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence? David Bowie. Which seasonal job was the first filled by James Edgar? He was the first department store Santa. And J.C. Hall made his millions with Christmas cards. So, number 6, Mexico. Number 7, Mistletoe. Number 8, David Bowie. Number 9 is the first department store Santa. Number 10 is Christmas cards. Question 11. Who composed the Christmas Oratorio? It is J.S. Bach. In which film did Julie Garland sing Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas? It is Meet Me in St. Louis. What is myrrh? Myrrh is a tree resin or sap. What name is given to the 4-week period leading up to Christmas? It is Advent. And 15. Who discovered Christmas Island? It was Captain James Cook. My daughter wants to swap teams already. We're only one round in, not even a whole round in. So 11 was J.S. Bach, 12 Meet Me in St. Louis, 13 Tree Resin or Sap, 14 it was Advent, and 15 is Captain James Cook. 16. Over which country did good King Wenceslas rule? He ruled over Bohemia. What did Frosty the Snowman have for a nose? He had a button nose. What was the name of Tiny Tim's father in A Christmas Carol? It was Bob Cratchit. What present did Harry Potter receive from his godfather for Christmas? He received the invisibility cloak. And which is the only book of the New Testament that mentions the three kings? It's Matthew. So, number 16, the answer is Bohemia. 17, Button. 18, Bob Cratchit. 19, Invisibility Cloak. 20, Matthew. Okay, so the first 20 questions. There's a long way to go. Throw your scores in the chat. And then I'll find out how hard I've set this. It's always a difficult one. 5 out of 20. Oh dear. 7 out of 20. 10 out of 20. Very good. 50%. A couple of 10s out there. A 9, 8s. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby. 5 out of 20 for my lot downstairs. Tut. 10 and a half. A 10 and a half. You've given yourself a half for because it's Christmas. 11. Well done, Solandra. Me 2 out of 20. My team 10. Cool. Invisibility cloak is wrong. Oh, well, unfortunately, I just use the internet. I don't make these questions up myself. So if you send a letter to Mr. Internet at he probably doesn't care, then you may get the right answer. Ooh. Well, as there's no other answer that it could be, okay, so we'll scrap for number 19, even if you got it right. Unfortunately, you got it wrong. How many rounds, Andy? There are 6 rounds. So we will move on to the next round, which is rocking around. So a music round. This could go horribly wrong because I'm going to try and play some music to you. But first, we've got some questions. So, number 1. What song was the UK Christmas number 1 in both 1975 and 1991? So, question 1. What song was the UK Christmas number 1 in both 1975 and 1991? Question 2. What was the last Beatles Christmas number 1? Question 2. What was the last Beatles Christmas number 1? Question 3. Who sang the opening line of Do They Know It's Christmas for Band Aid 2 in 1989? Who sang the opening line of Do They Know It's Christmas for Band Aid 2 in 1989? Question 4. What didn't the Darkness want to end in their 2003 Christmas hit? Question 4. What didn't the Darkness want to end in their 2003 Christmas hit? And question 5. Who sang About a Blue Christmas in 1957? Who sang About a Blue Christmas in 1957? Number 1. What song was the UK Christmas number 1 in both 1975 and 1991? What was the last Beatles Christmas number 1? Number 3. Who sang the opening line of Do They Know It's Christmas for Band Aid 2 in 1989? Question 4. What didn't the Darkness want to end in their 2003 Christmas hit? And 5. Who sang About a Blue Christmas in 1957? Okay, give you a few seconds to jot down your thinkings. And move on to the next set of questions. Question 6. Who had a minor Christmas hit in 2007 with Don't Shoot Me Santa? Nope, they're singing it downstairs, but do they know who it was? Number 7. Which member of the Beatles announced his engagement on Christmas Day 1967? Which member of the Beatles announced his engagement on Christmas Day 1967? Question 8. Which Radio 1 DJ originally compiled the BBC's Festive 50? Which Radio 1 DJ originally compiled the BBC Festive 50? And number 9. What was Cliff Richard's 1990 UK Christmas number 1? What was Cliff Richard's 1990 UK Christmas number 1? And 10. The song Please Mr. Postman was which group's debut single on the Motown label? Looking at that, I've no idea what that's got to do with Christmas, but it was on a Christmas quiz. So, okay, a few seconds for you to jot down your answers. Probably. But not from me. Okay. Alright, this is where it could all go Pete Tong. Okay, so one moment while I faff around with my outputs. Okay, so 11. Guess the song. Tell me if the audio is good enough for you to hear that it's actually playing, and I can turn it up a bit more. Okay, I'll play each one twice. Okay, so that's number 1. So 12 is this one. Once more. Okay, 13 is this song. I can't actually hear them, so I can't even remember what they were. So I'll have to take your word for it, Russell. Okay, so playing 13 or once more. Downstairs I've got the telly turned up to shaking the house levels by the sounds of it, which you can probably hear through my microphone. Okay, so 14 is this one. Sorry. And again. And 15, the last one of this section. Nope. Okay, so that's the 5 songs. Anybody want me to repeat a song? 30 seconds. Get the number in chat. 11, 12, 13, 14 or 15. Quite happy to repeat one of them, 2 of them. You'll get 10 seconds of that song. "12" is this one. Once more. I can't sing it. I don't know what song it is. I can just slightly hear it. Okay. So that is that finished. So this one is, what is the next line of the song? Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. And what's the next line? So, number 16. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, fa la 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 la. 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Etc. etc. Number 17. Joy to the world, the Saviour reigns. Let men their songs employ. What comes next? This is gold, people. Gold, I tell you. Where else can you get this entertainment? 18. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. What's the next line? It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Toys in every store. And 19. It's the most wonderful time of the year. No, can't sing anymore. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Cheers. My singing is on point. Well, according to chat. Well, one of my daughters, anyway. And 20. Strings of street lights, even stoplights, blink a bright red and green. What is the next line of the song? Give you a few seconds to doodle down and sing aloud and try and work out what the lyrics you're looking for are. No, I'm not Jim Reeves, I'm Santa. That's a silly question. Okay, so anybody need any extra time? We'll do the 30-second countdown. Okay, let's go to the answers. Keep on grabbing the mouse, which I don't really need to do. So, what song was the UK Christmas #1 in both 1975 and 1991? It was Bohemian Rhapsody. What was the last Beatles Christmas #1? It was Hello, Goodbye. Who sang the opening line to Do They Know It's Christmas for Band Aid 2? It's Kylie Minogue. What didn't the darkness want to end? They didn't want the bells to end. And Elvis Presley sang about a blue Christmas. So number 1, Bohemian Rhapsody. Number 2, Hello, Goodbye. Number 3, Kylie Minogue. Number 4, The Bells. Number 5, Elvis Presley. Okay. 6. Who had a minor Christmas hit in 2007 with Don't Shoot Me Santa? It was The Killers. Which member of the Beatles announced his engagement on Christmas Day 1967? It was Paul McCartney. Which Radio 1 DJ originally compiled the BBC's Festive 50? That was John Peel. Cliff Richard's 1990 Christmas #1 was Saviour's Day, and it was the Marvelettes who song Please Mr. Postman was the group's debut single. So 6, The Killers. 7, Paul McCartney. 8, John Peel. 9, Saviour's Day. 10, The Marvelettes. If anybody got 10, well, you know, bang up job. Okay, guess the song. 11 was The First Noel. 12 was Carol of the Bells. 13 was Hark the Herald Angels Sing. 14, Joy to the World. And 15, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. So 11 was The First Noel. 12, Carol of the Bells. 13, Hark the Herald Angels Sing. 14, Joy to the World. 15, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Okay. What is the next line of the song? 'Tis the season to be jolly, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. So, joy to the world, the Saviour reigns, let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains. Not very Christmassy. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, toys in every store, but the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. That's you as well, Dad. And 20 is As the Shoppers Rush Home with Their Treasures. So 16 is Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. 17 is While fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains. 18, But the prettiest sight to see is the holly that will be on your own front door. 19, With the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. And 20, As the shoppers rush home with their treasures. And the scores are going in chat already. Russell got 8 out of 15, but then 9 out of 20. 9 out of 20 is not too bad. 10, 14, well done. 14 out of 20, very good score. 8, 10s, so 50%'s looking like the norm again. But a big 14. Missile Toasters got 8 out of 20. It's not bad, it's not good, but it's not bad. So, round 3. And to be honest, I don't think it's going to get any easier, people, so please don't hate me. I'm Santa, you can't hate Santa. Nope, nope. So, this is Santa's Sack, and this is an anagram round. What would you have found in Santa's Sack in these years? These are the top toys sold in these years. So Pushy Horn Pig was sold in 1980 and was the #1 Christmas toy. What was it? I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Maybe not 10. Maybe shorter. But we'll start at 10. And because there's 10 more of these to do as well. I know you love it. So I'll be back in a bit. How goes it, lovely people? Oh, excuse me. They're all quite easy. Oh dear. Bad Chip Max Stage. That's nice. Nice easy one. Look at that. 754. 1984. The one present every kid wanted. Hot at Magic. Just called in on the team downstairs. They've got 2. Yeah, easy if you know and you've got the answers off the internet. Yes, that's right. It is. Anybody need more time? Let's put a hand up in the chat. Downstairs have still got the TV turned up to nuclear or 11. Okay, we will give you a couple more minutes before we go on to the next 10. The excitement continues. Unfortunately, Santa has had to leave. He's a very busy person at this time of year. And Mrs. Claus had burnt the Christmas cookies, so he's gone back to rescue the situation. Okay, we'll give you 2 more minutes on this section and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, we are going to have to move on to the next section, or we'll be here until the early hours of the morning. This is your next 10. Once more, I will give you about 10 minutes to try and get through these. I suggest if you want to carry these over into the break, which we will have after this round, I can leave the answers to this section until after the break. But you will have to do this and the pitch around during the break. So completely up to you guys. If we get a call for people who want a little bit of extra time, we will carry this on through the break. So I would suggest writing them down, scribbling them down on a piece of paper. Okay, how is everyone doing? I'll leave the answers to these until after the break. So if you want to, you can spend another 5 minutes or so on these while you do the pitch round as well. Unfortunately, I can't give you 40 minutes. I can probably give you 10 to 15. This is easy. It's easy. Okay. I'm gonna move on quickly to the picture round. Try not to show any of the answers if I can. It didn't like that. Okay, so this is the picture round. As I said previously in the chat, this is movie Santas. The answers are, what movie were these Santas in? So once again, if you can find time to send us a little donation, only anything you can afford, that would be great. We'll have a quick break. I will shut my camera down so you can see the last one, because the last one is probably the easiest one. Oh, there he is. And it could very well be me. So yeah, I'll be back in 10. Enjoy. I'm going to enjoy my sherry and be back with you. So, how are we all doing? 16 movie Santas. Have you got them all? The girls downstairs have done pretty well. I will tell you that number 5 and number 11 are worth bonus points because I don't think I've ever watched either of those films. So if I think they're hard, then you get extra points if you get them. We'll do the answers to the picture quiz and then we'll go back and do the answers to the anagram round. Anybody want any more time? I'll give you 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes and then off we go. Back on the sleigh. Oh, did I put the music back on? Don't think I did. Make sure I turn it down. I can put the anagrams back on the screen for a minute or two, but that's all, I'm afraid. Like I said, we've got 3 more rounds to go. We're well over an hour already. We have the raffle to do after, which should be very good. We'll announce how much we made, how many tickets we sold, and then do the draws. Okay, so firstly we will do the answers to the picture quiz, and here we go. So number 1 was Elf. Number 2, Jingle All the Way. Number 3, The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Number 4, The Santa Claus. 5, All I Want for Christmas. Number 6, Fred Claus. Number 7, Miracle on 34th Street. Number 8, Nightmare Before Christmas. Number 9, The Polar Express. Number 10 was Arthur Christmas. Number 11 was Get Santa. Number 12 was Santa Claus the Movie. Number 13, The Christmas Chronicles. Number 14 was Trading Places. Number 15, Bad Santa. And 16, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. So it's out of 20 points. If you got All I Want for Christmas, you get 3 points. If you got Get Santa, you get 3 points. So, as soon as you've worked it out, throw your points in the chat and then we'll go back to the anagrams. Hey, not too bad. Russell got 8 as well. Or Team Russell. Missile Toaster's got 9. Amy Gracie got 12. Richard Isles got 6. Alan Horton 9 out of 20, pretty good. Solandra 11. good. Silence know nothing about the flesh bag holidays. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's go back to the anagrams. See if I can do this without giving all the answers away. Well, I've gone right back to the beginning. I thought that might happen. So if you wanted to see all the questions again, there you go. Quickly count the gold snowflakes as we aimlessly push through. Okay, that's the first 10 of the anagrams. I will put it up there for a minute and a minute only. Try and get your answers down. Any you're querying before and you're like, oh, I think I've got it now. Get it written down quick. Three more big rounds to go. Christmas food, pantomime, and Christmas past. And then on to the raffle. Okay, so on to the next 10. Wide in on it. Haystacks brew terror, don't they? Don't they just? I support mime. And yes, be bold. Yes, be proud of it. Be bold. Okay. I'm gonna have to call it soon because people have got probably slightly better things to do, like sleep. Okay. And we will push on to the answers. And you'll all go, oh yeah, that's what it was. Or you'll be like, Andrew, this is the worst. Okay. The answers. Pushy horn pig. Pushy horn pig is hungry hippos. Biomega. This is quite funny. Game Boy. It's not Biomega. A Robin's Pose. Robo Sapiens. Calm his hat is Hatchimals. My 4 Bob is Furby Boom. Yep, I've never heard of that one yet. Heldot. Othello. Wait, that doesn't work. There's a D in it. Wait, I've only just noticed that. Scrap that one. Cabbage Patch Kids is Bad Chip Backstage. Hot at Magic. Tamagotchi. Songs and Underdog is Dungeons and Dragons. And Art Glaze is Laser Tag with a Z. It's just because I'm English and spelt laser correctly, not the. So Heldot doesn't spell Othello, which is weird. Like I said, blame the internet. Weird. The doll, yeah, it's very good, but it's not what the answer is supposed to be. So we'll scrap that one. So it's out of 19. Anybody else looked at any other problems? So if you guessed that was wrong and put Othello anyway, I'll give you the point. 2 invalid questions. Yes, Aaron, we've had 2 invalid questions. If you got the Harry Potter one right, then you can keep the point. I'm not that bad. So the next 10 wide in on it is the Nintendo Wii. Mrs. Gets Torn chart is Stretch Armstrong, Haystacks Brew Terror, Strawberry Shortcake, Buck Brews, the Rubik's Cube, A Naive, Smith's Finally, Sylvanian Families, Understandably Shirt Cried, Thunderbird's Tracy Island, I Support Mime is Optimus Prime, Noble's Frozen Gown is a frozen snow globe, Ed Got the Task, Texter the Dog, and Yes Be Bold is Beyblades. If anybody else sees any unfortunate problems with the spelling and the letters, then send it on a postcard to Santa. I'm sure he would love to hear from you. Laser is the game name, not light amplification by stimulated emitted radiation. Oh. There we go. You're going to learn something. Well, you've learned a lot today already. But you could even learn more from Russell or whoever is stealing his account. 13 from Missile Toasted. Absolutely awesome. 18. Whoop, whoop. See? This is nice and easy. I told you it was easy. Joanne, I'm not taking away from your achievement. Very well done. 16. Well done, Russell. We have a 4 or 5 if we get the doll. You don't get the doll because that's not the answer. That one was wiped from existence. 7. I call that a roaring success. Okay, cool. 14, 12, 8. Some very good scores. Very good scores. Excellent. Right now, I need to work out how I get back to Twink, Twink, Twink. Hey! So, we will move on to round 4. Well done, Mum. Well done, Mum. The word ninja. Round 4, mistletoe, and is the food round. I always have to have a food round. I love food. So, 1. What alcoholic sauce is usually served with Christmas pudding? What alcoholic sauce is usually served with Christmas pudding? Yum, 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 yum. Number 2. Often served at Christmas, what name is given to chipolatas wrapped in bacon? Or sausages even. Often served at Christmas, what name is given to sausages wrapped in bacon? Number 3. What is the alcoholic ingredient in a snowball cocktail? What is the alcoholic ingredient in a snowball cocktail? Number 4. Who created a Christmas pudding for Waitrose in 2010 with a whole orange inside? Madness, I tell you. Madness. Tasted amazing. I must admit, it was amazing. Who created a Christmas pudding for Waitrose in 2010 with a whole orange inside? Number 5. With turkey being practically unknown, in which Asian country has KFC become the Christmas treat? With turkey being practically unknown, in which Asian country has KFC become the Christmas treat? Both. If you if you buy it in a pub, what would they use? Question 3. What is the alcoholic ingredient in snowball cocktail? What, if you bought it from a pub, would they use to make the snowball cocktail? I think there's only one answer anyway. Whether you made it yourself or got it from a shop. Okay. Question 6. The French call it bûche de Noël. By what name do we know this Christmas dessert? The French call it bûche de Noël. By what name do we know this Christmas dessert? Question 7. Which fish is popular as a Christmas dish in Eastern Europe? Question 7. Which fish is popular as a Christmas dish in Eastern Europe? Question 8. What in Germany is a Lebkuchen, or sorry about the pronunciation, which is traditionally served in the Christmas season? What in Germany is a Lebkuchen, which is traditionally served in the Christmas season? Question 9. What spice is usually used to flavour eggnog? What spice is usually used to flavour eggnog? And question 10. What shape is the Belgium sweetbread coujon said to represent? What shape is the Belgium sweetbread coujon said to represent? Don't know why I put it in capitals either. It's a bit weird. But there you go. There are 2 spices. There would be. What's the main one? What's the one that I've used for the answer to this question? Cugnon. Okay. I'll try and remember next time I say it. Okay, so next set. 11. What should be eaten on each of the 12 days of Christmas to bring good luck? And I am all for this. This is a great tradition. I don't know why I haven't been doing it all these years. What should be eaten on each of the 12 days of Christmas to bring good luck? I think this might be made up. Number 12. Of what is a Norfolk Black a variety? Of what is a Norfolk Black a variety? Question 13. Traditionally, what is hidden inside a rice pudding at Christmas in Sweden? Traditionally, what is hidden inside a rice pudding at Christmas in Sweden? And the answer is not ABBA. Question 14. A favourite for Christmas dinner. By what name do we know the vegetable Brassica oleracea? Oleracea? Yeah, I'm going with that. A favourite for Christmas dinner. By what name do we know the vegetable Brassica oleracea? Oleracea. As you're probably watching the screen, I didn't really need to say that. But Brassica oleracea. And 15. What would you expect to find in the centre of a stollen? Also in capitals. What would you expect to find in the centre of a stollen? Okay. So 5 more questions on Christmas food coming up. Question 16. What in the UK was traditionally mixed into the Christmas pudding to bring good luck to the recipient? What in the UK was traditionally mixed into the Christmas pudding to bring good luck to the recipient? Question 17, also Christmas pudding related. Who served a flaming Christmas pudding in A Christmas Carol? spellings, it's cut and paste. Somebody stole it. Okay, 17. Who served a flaming Christmas pudding in A Christmas Carol? 18. In Northern England, what is Christmas cake often eaten with? I love this as well, as I'm from north. 18. In Northern England, what is Christmas cake often eaten with? Question 19. In a traditional mince pie, which ingredient would make it unsuitable for vegetarians? In a traditional mince pie, which ingredient would make it unsuitable for vegetarians? And question 20. A sprig of which plant often decorates a Christmas pudding? As you see, I'm a bit of Christmas pudding obsessed. I think half of these questions were about Christmas puddings in one way or another. So 20. A sprig of which plant often decorates a Christmas pudding? Anybody need me to go back to a certain question that you missed? Want me to go back and reread it? Speak now. 30 seconds. In a chat. Throw the numbers up. Okay. Looking good. Any latecomers? Okay, so we are going to move on to the answers to the food-based Christmas round. Number 1. What alcoholic sauce is usually served with Christmas pudding? That's not right. Stop. Pause. 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 Cranberry sauce is not served with Christmas pudding. So it's actually brandy sauce, because brandy is alcoholic and cranberry is not. So if you put brandy sauce, you are right. If you put cranberry sauce, like I have obviously done there, you're very, very wrong. Don't eat cranberry sauce with your Christmas pudding, people. Okay. Often served at Christmas, what name is given to chipolatas wrapped in bacon? It is pigs in blankets. Play. Please play. Play. What is the alcoholic ingredient in a snowball cocktail? It is Advocaat. Who created a Christmas pudding for Waitrose in 2010? Heston Blumenthal. And which, with Turkey practically unknown, it is Japan. They eat KFC for a Christmas treat. Amazing how many times you can go through a quiz and go, yeah, it's all looking good, and then cranberry sauce pops up on the screen and you're like, oh, that's not right. Okay, so next set of answers. So 1 is brandy sauce, 2 is pigs in blanket, 3 Advocaat, 4 Heston Blumenthal, 5 Japan. Number 6, bûche de Noël, is a Yule log. The Yule log, or Yule log. Which fish is popular in Eastern Europe at Christmas? It's carp. What is in Germany is a Lebkuchen. It is a Christmas biscuit or a gingerbread. I'll take either of those answers. What spice is usually used to flavour eggnog? Nutmeg. And the baby Jesus is the shape of the the cunion. Cunion is the shape of the baby Jesus. So number 6 is the Yule log. Number 7, carp. 8, it's a Christmas biscuit or gingerbread. 9, nutmeg. 10, the baby Jesus. Okay. 11, what should be eaten on 12 days of Christmas to bring good luck? It is mince pies. Of what is a Norfolk black a variety? It is a turkey. Traditionally hidden inside a Swedish rice pudding at Christmas is an almond. Favourite for Christmas dinner, Brassica oleracea, is a Brussels sprout. And you would expect to find marzipan in the centre of a stollen, or stolen, as it's written there. So 11, mince pie. 12, turkey. 13, an almond. 14, Brussels sprouts. 15, marzipan. And the last section, what in the UK was traditionally mixed into the Christmas pudding, bring good luck to the recipient? It was a coin. Who served a flaming Christmas pudding in A Christmas Carol? It was Mrs. Cratchit. In Northern England, what is a Christmas cake often eaten with? Cheese! In a traditional mince pie, which ingredient would make it unsuitable for vegetarians? It's suet. And a sprig of which plant decorates the Christmas pudding? It's holly. So 16, a coin. 17, Mrs. Cratchit. 18, cheese. Fruitcake and cheese is amazing. Amazing. You gotta have the right cheese. Crumbly, hard cheese. Lovely. 19, suet. And 20, holly. Dad South we use forks. Nah, just slap a bit of cheese on it and shove it in your face. Good. 17 out of 20. Good. 15 out of 20. 14. Some good scores. Missile Toasters got 15. Some more 14s and 15s. It's very good. So we will move swiftly on to It's Behind You. If you didn't mention cheese, you didn't get it right. So, pantomime. 11, not bad. Not bad. I need to know more team names. Yeah, why haven't you made up your team names, people? Get them in the chat. So, stop using the mouse. There we go. Round 5, It's Behind You. Question 1. What is the name of the father of Cinderella and the Ugly Sisters? What is the name of the father of Cinderella and the Ugly Sisters? Question 2. What is the name of Aladdin's brother? What is the name of Aladdin's brother? Question 3. What phrase does the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk use when he can smell Jack? Bit weird, but there you go. What phrase does the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk use when he can smell Jack? Question 4. In pantomime, who is Princess Marcella? In pantomime, who is Princess Marcella? Question 5. What is the name of Prince Charming's assistant? What is the name of Prince Charming's assistant? So, question 1. What is the name of the father of Cinderella and the Ugly Sisters? Question 2. What is the name of Aladdin's brother? Question 3. What phrase does the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk use when he can smell Jack? Question 4. So hard not to do it. Question 4. In pantomime, who is Princess Marcella? And question 5. Question 5. What is the name of Prince Charming's assistant? Okay. Question 6. In which panto does Buttons appear? In which panto does Buttons appear? Buttons is a character. 7. What is Aladdin's mother called? What is Aladdin's mother called? So we could get through the whole family. Question 8. who had appeared in Panto for 38 consecutive years until 2007 when he won TV's I'm a Celebrity. 38 consecutive years. Incredible. Who had appeared in Panto for 38 consecutive years until 2007 when he won TV's I'm a Celebrity. 9. What told Dick Whittington to turn again? What told Dick Whittington to turn again? And question 10. In Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack get in exchange for his cow? In Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack get in exchange for his cow? Question 11. In Disney's Aladdin, the villain was known as Jafar, in capitals again, for some reason. But by what name is he traditionally known in Panto? Question 12. What is the most popular Panto? What is the most popular Panto? Question 13. Which Panto was created in 1902 for the comedian Dan Leno? Dan Leno. Which Panto was created in 1902 for the comedian Dan Leno? All of the things that are in capitals seem to be misspelt. I wonder if it was part of the quiz they were doing. That's quite strange. Stolen had an extra L. Jafar had an extra F. Maybe you had to put them all together and make a word. There you go. 14. From what set of stories does the tale of Aladdin originate? From what set of stories does the tale of Aladdin originate? Question 15. From what does the fairy godmother create Cinderella's footmen? From what does the fairy godmother create Cinderella's footmen? Okay. 16. What is Jack's mother normally known as in Jack and the Beanstalk? So, more family members. What is Jack's mother normally known as in Jack and the Beanstalk? 17. What name is given to the leading man in a panto, usually played by a woman? Confusing. What name is given to the leading man in a panto, usually played by a woman? Question 18. In which panto would you find the character King Rat? In which panto would you find the character King Rat? 19. From which side of the stage From which side of the stage do the goodies in a panto normally appear? My voice is broken. From which side of the stage do the goodies in a panto normally appear? And question 20. On what day was it traditional for pantomimes to start their performances? On what day was it traditional for pantomimes to start their performances? There's only two sides of the stage, Richard or Ursula. Probably Ursula. The right side of the stage or the left side of the stage. You have a 50% chance of getting this wrong. So that is all the questions, and that's always an added bonus. If you've been in some pantos, you might know a few of these just by have been in them. Anybody want me to go back to a question quickly? 30 seconds on the clock. As the audience looks at it, I believe. There is also stage right and stage left. Okay, so it's one of those answers. It's either stage right or stage left, which I believe would be to the actors. $11. Okay, 1 moment. 11. In Disney's Aladdin, the villain known as Jafar, but spelt incorrectly. But by what name is he traditionally known in Panto? So in Disney's Aladdin, he's known as Jafar. What is he known as traditionally in Panto? So the answer to the stage one is either stage right or stage left. Or right or left. I just write these things down, people. Okay, so we will carry on. We will go to the answers. So the answer to number 1. Name of the father of Cinderella and the Ugly Sisters is Baron Hardup. What is the name of Aladdin's brother? His name is Wishy Washy. What phrase did the giant in Jack and the Beanstalk use? Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. Princess Marcella is Sleeping Beauty, and Prince Charming's assistant is Dandini. So we have Baron Hardup, number 1, Wishy Washy, number 2, Fee, fi, fo, fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman. You need all of that to get the point. Here's number 3. 4 is Sleeping Beauty, and 5 is Dandini. Number 6. In which panto does Buttons appear? He appears in Cinderella. Aladdin's mother is called the Widow Twankey. Who had appeared in panto for 38 consecutive years? It was Christopher Biggins. Dick Whittington was told to turn again by the bells of London. In Jack and the Beanstalk, he gets magic beans in exchange for his cow. Not beans, magic beans. So 6 is Cinderella, 7 is Widow Twankey, 8 is Christopher Biggins, 9 the bells of London, 10 magic beans. Number 11. In Disney's Aladdin, the villain was known as Jafar, but what is he known as in Panto? Abanazar. What is the most popular Panto? Cinderella. Which Panto was created in 1902 for the comedian Dan Leno? Mother Goose. From what set of stories does the tales of Aladdin originate? The Arabian Nights. From what does the fairy godmother create Cinderella's footmen? She creates them from mice. So 11, Abanazar. 12, Cinderella. 13, Mother Goose. 14, The Arabian Nights. 15, Mice. What is Jack's mother normally known as in Jack and the Beanstalk? She is known as Dame Trot. What name is given to the leading man in Panto, usually played by a woman? Principal Boy. In which Panto would you find the character King Rat? You would find it in Dick Whittington. And the goodies appear stage right. And 20 pantomimes normally start, or traditionally start, not normally start, traditionally start on Boxing Day. I will give Arabian Nights or 1001 Nights the point for the Aladdin question. So we have a 15 out of 20. Very good. Another 15, a 10, 15. Missile Toaster's got a 9, an 8, a 10. Very good. Oh, Gracie's Will got 6. Oh dear. Cheryl Want got a 10. Not saying really bad. Okay, so last round, people. We've got there. And it is basically Christmas past, but it's pretty much general knowledge again. Sorry. My creative juices ran out about this time. So, let's go. Question 1. Which monarch was the first to make the annual broadcast to the nation? Which monarch was the first to make the annual broadcast to the nation? And I'm talking about our nation. So, which monarch was the first to make the annual broadcast to the nation? Question 2. What did Santa Claus win in 1964? And no, it wasn't I'm a Celebrity. What did Santa Claus win in 1964? Question 3. What was first brought to Great Britain by William Strickland in 1526? What was first brought to Great Britain by William Strickland in 1526? Question 4. Which English leader banned Christmas in 1647? Which English leader banned Christmas in 1647? Question 5. Who was the female star of the 1954 movie White Christmas? Who was the female star of the 1954 movie White Christmas? Okay, next set of questions. 6. In which year did the British Post Office first introduce Christmas stamps? In which year did the British Post Office first introduce Christmas stamps? I'll give you a leeway of a couple of years. 7. What was stolen from Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1950? What was stolen from Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1950? Question 8. Which comedy duo starred in the 1934 movie version of Babes in Toyland? Which comedy duo starred in the 1934 movie version of Babes in Toyland? This has got nothing to do with Christmas past. Well, I guess it is, because she's not there anymore. 9. What type of farm did Taylor Swift grow up on? What type of farm did Taylor Swift grow up on? And the farm, it's a farm. Only Americans would call it a farm. Yeah, without giving too much away. 10. Which superstar featured in the 2018 John Lewis Christmas ad? Which superstar featured in the 2018 John Lewis Christmas ad? Okay. Moving on. 11. Known as the Godfather of Soul, which musician died on Christmas Day in 2006? Known as the Godfather of Soul, which musician died on Christmas Day in 2006? Number 12. Which country introduced the first special Christmas stamp in 1898? Question 12. Which country introduced the first special Christmas stamp in 1898? 13. Which Nobel Prize winning author wrote King George V's Christmas broadcast in 1932? Which Nobel Prize winning author wrote King George V's Christmas broadcast in 1932? 14. What postcode was introduced by the British Post Office in 1999 for Santa's workshop? What postcode was introduced by the British Post Office in 1999 for Santa's workshop? Question 15. With 8 to his credit, who holds the record for appearing on most UK Christmas number ones? With 8 to his credit, who holds the record for appearing on most UK Christmas number ones? Okay, so on to the last 5 questions. Question 16. In the title of the 1947 film, on which street was there a miracle on? Number 16. In the title of the 1947 film, on which street was there a miracle on? Question 17. The Suppression of Unlawful Games Act of 1541 banned all sports in England on Christmas Day, except for which one? The Suppression of Unlawful Games Act of 1541 banned all sports in England on Christmas Day, except for which one? If anybody gets that, I'll give you an extra point. 18. Which scientist initiated the first Royal Institution Christmas lecture in 1825? Which scientist initiated the first Royal Institution Christmas lecture in 1825? 19. In the 1992 movie The Muppets Christmas Carol, which Muppet acts as narrator and also plays Charles Dickens? Who is the narrator? In the 1992 movie The Muppets Christmas Carol, which Muppet acts as narrator? Excuse me. 20. The viewers of which TV programme designed the UK's first Christmas stamp? The viewers of which TV programme designed the UK's first Christmas stamp? That is the last question of the quiz. Anybody need me to go back to any of the 20 questions of Christmas past? Pretty simple. Yeah, should be getting. Question 6. We will go back to question 6. 6. In which year did the British Post Office first introduce Christmas stamps? Excuse me, got a little bit of a tickle. In which year did the British Post Office first introduce Christmas stamps? I'll give you a 2-year leeway on the answer. Okay, so let's take a look at the answers. Which monarch was the first to make the annual broadcast to the nation? It was George V in 1932. What did Santa Claus win in 1964? It was the Epsom Derby. What was first brought to Great Britain by William Strickland? It was turkeys. And Oliver Cromwell banned Christmas in 1647. And it was Rosemary Clooney, who I believe is George Clooney's auntie, who starred in the 1954 movie White Christmas. So 1, George V, 2, the Epsom Derby, 3, turkeys, 4, Oliver Cromwell, 5, Rosemary Clooney. 6, in which year did the British Post Office introduce Christmas stamps? It was 1966. So if you were somewhere between 1964 and 1968, I will give you the answer. The Stone of Scone, or Scone, depending on where you're from, was stolen from Westminster Abbey. Laurel and Hardy were in Babes in Toyland. Taylor Swift grew up on a Christmas tree farm. Go figure. And Elton John featured in the 2018 John Lewis Christmas ad. So 6 was 1966, 7 The Stone of Scone, 8 Laurel and Hardy, 9 Christmas Tree, 10 Elton John. There you go. Yeah, they must take a lot of farming, I guess. Very good. Charlie's just figured out he knows nothing about Christmas. Well, you know, what do you really need to know? Unless you're doing a quiz. 11, known as the Godfather of Soul, who died on Christmas Day 2006. It was James Brown. Which country introduced the first special Christmas stamp in 1898? It was Canada. The Nobel Prize-winning author who wrote King George's first Christmas broadcast was Rudyard Kipling. What postcode was introduced by the British Post Office in 1999? XM4 5HQ. And with 8 to his credit, Paul McCartney holds the record for appearing in the most UK Christmas number ones. So James Brown for 11, 12 Canada, 13 Rudyard Kipling, 14 XM4 5HQ or Xmas HQ, 15 Paul McCartney. 16 in the title of the 1947 film. It was Miracle on 34th Street. 34th Street. The only sport that wasn't banned in 1541 was archery. Faraday held the first Royal Institution Christmas lecture in 1825. Gonzo was the narrator of the Muppets Christmas Carol. And Blue Peter Viewers designed the first UK's Christmas stamps. So 16, 34th Street. 17, archery. 18, Faraday. 19, Gonzo. 20, Blue Peter. Ruth, you get an extra point for getting archery. Yes, well done, Dickie and Ursh for getting archery as well. Dawn, if you want to give yourself a point for getting the wrong answer, that's fine. You're only cheating yourself. Russell 12, Sandra 12, and 11. Good scores, good scores. 15, very good. Very good. So, that is the end of the quiz. If you want to throw your final scores in the chat, do it now. The quiz has now Santa Claus versus the Martians. Okay. Well, as that wasn't one of the answers to any of our questions, then no. So the Christmas raffle for the 3 grand prizes will be happening immediately after this. It's going to take me a couple of minutes to set up. But again, thanks all of you for playing. Thanks for being brilliant in the chat and sticking with it when it was a little bit tough at times. But, you know, some of you got over half points, which, you know, when I hold a quiz, I like to make sure it's not too easy because, you know. But thanks for playing. If you do, like I said before, if you do have time to go and give a small donation to Board in the City, it would be most appreciated. So we raised over £1,000 with the raffle, which is very, very good, incredible. The snowflakes, 42 snowflakes. Aaron, you're a bit high. 15 snowflakes. Richard, you're a bit low. 22, no. 19, 18, no. 23, 24, Martin, so close. 25, there were 25 snowflakes. 25 snowflakes. The only ones you needed to count were the gold ones, like I showed you. There was 25 snowflakes. So, I'm going to go quiet for a couple of minutes and I will be back with the Christmas draw. If you have tickets, stay on the line please, listeners. Okay, so hopefully you can all see the spinny thing. I don't think I can make it any bigger than that. It should pop up with somebody's name when I do it anyway. So the first draw is going to be the Magic the Gathering draw. And all the names have been added in. We sold, I believe it was 29 tickets, 28 tickets for the Magic the Gathering draw, which is awesome. So good luck if you're in this draw and you're in the chat. Let's spin the wheel. And off it goes. And the winner is Dom Harry. The winner of the Magic the Gathering draw is Dom Harry. Okay. So we'll now move on to the Dungeons and Dragons draw. Again, we had about 28, 29 tickets for the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. So here we go with the good luck to everybody. We spin the wheel. And the winner is Hartley Morgenstern. Congratulations to Hartley. And the final one is the board games draw. Thank you everybody for watching. We sold over 60 tickets for this draw, which is absolutely amazing. You can't really make out those names on that wheel, but believe me, everybody's entries, multiple entries, have been put on there. And good luck to everybody. We go. And the winner of the board games is Simon Curtis. The winner of the board games grand prize is Simon Curtis. Okay. Awesome. Once again, everybody, thank you very much for coming along and playing. I hope it brought your Saturday evening a little bit of pleasure, even if it was frustrating at times. Thank you again, and we'll probably be doing another quiz for New Year's Eve, or maybe an early New Year's Eve quiz for everybody. So look out for that, and we'll see you next time.